but you have a more precise way of doing that. So you mind sharing that with us a little bit?
Sure. Well, the idea is, first of all, if you're looking 5, 7, 10 years down the road, you know, I'm 52. I still have one child left at home. I have two little small grandchildren, a 4 year or a 3-year-old and a like 2-month old. So 10 years from now, my world's going to look a lot different. My 18-year-old's going to be 28. My grandkids are going to be in school and doing stuff. My wife and I are going to be in our 60s. I mean, how can I possibly know what the world's going to be like then? I mean, I love driving my automobile, yet I know 5 years from now, every major manufacturer is going to have autonomous cars with no steering wheel, no pedals. So how can I project out what it's going to be like to exist 10 years from now? That I don't know. The world is changing so fast. But if we say, look, where do you want to be 2-3 years from now? Let's set a pin there and say, if you could look ahead and if everything was working great 3 years from now, everything was just working perfectly, what would that look like? Exactly what would it look like? And then you need to build the vision in such a way that when you read it every morning and every night, and because it's only 1 page long, I want 1 page long vision statement. If you can write a vision statement that so clearly defines what it's like to be inside of your life 3 years from now, when it's working perfectly, so that when you read it, it takes you there, and your imagination is in that spot, in that perfect office with those perfect clients, listening to that music, smelling those smells, making that money, having that experience. If you can do that, you'll put your subconscious to work. So your subconscious doesn't know the difference between real and imaginary. If you can live in your subconscious in that more perfect place, your subconscious, which is processing way more information than your conscious mind, exponentially more, your subconscious will start to push information forward into your consciousness that will get you to that place. But if you don't have that vision super, super clear, your subconscious can't work on it. If it's ambiguous, if it's fuzzy, it can't really work on something fuzzy. But if it's explicit, it will start to show you the steps you need to take to get to where you want to go. That's why you start with your vision statement. That's why you start to be explicit, exceedingly explicit about exactly what you want out of life. Reminds me of a poem.
I was waiting for that.
No, there's a poem that says, "I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more, no matter how I begged at evening when counting my scanty store. For life is a just employer. It will give you what you ask. But once you've set the wages, then you must fulfill the task." So I'm paraphrasing that. I what was it? I worked for meager's wages, only to learn dismayed any price I had asked of life, life would have willingly paid. So my point is, sorry, I didn't expect to give you that poem right now, but the point is, we often will work for what we always work for what we believe we can get. But if you can set a different vision and believe in that vision, then life will give you more.